Then in the previous surah also, Iqra in the beginning is Qur'an. Iqra is, recite what? Recite the Qur'an. And which Qur'an? The one that came down in Laylatul Qadr. That's the next surah. So they're connected in many, many ways. Another thing that's mentioned, كما أن السورة العلق تبدأ بقوله اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق وهو يقرأ ما أنزل في ليلة القدر فكأنه اقرأ ما أنزلناه في ليلة القدر فهي مناسبة ظاهرة. That's what I just said, that the first part of that surah is saying recite. This one says what to recite, it, meaning the Qur'an itself. That is what you should be reciting. One alim, Al-Alusi rahimahullah commented, it's beautiful that Allah Azza wa Jal in this surah, which is the surah of Laylatul Qadr, it has 5 ayat, and there are only 5 possible days in which Laylatul Qadr falls. Okay? Then there are many opinions. There are about 40 different opinions about where Laylatul Qadr is, by the way. There are 40 different opinions. But instead of going through all of them, just some interesting things that Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu had his theory. His theory, according to there are 2 places. One place he says it's the 23rd. That's his ijtihad. Another place he thinks, and later he formed this opinion later, his assumption was that it's the 27th. That was his opinion, Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, among others. And though all of these are opinions, none of these are like absolute evidences. The opinions that are the most in number are for the 27th. In the end though, that's not in and of itself evidence. But it's interesting that when Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhuma was explaining his rationale to Umar, he was explaining why he thinks it's the 27th to Umar radiallahu anhu. He gave some interesting reasons. I want to share them with you, or at least summarize. Laylatul Qadr, the words Laylatul Qadr are 9 letters. Lam, Ya, Lam, Ta marbuta, Alif, Lam, Qaf, Dal, Ra. 9 letters. And the words Laylatul Qadr occur in this surah 3 times. What's 9 times 3? 27. So it's numerology stuff. We don't take it as dalil. But it's interesting that he presented this rationale to Umar radiallahu anhu. Another thing he said is this surah has 30 words in it. If the word count in the surah is 30 words. But the 27th word, 30 words, like 30 days in a month, right? The 27th word is hiya. Salamun hiya hatta matla'il fajr. And this is also Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and others reiterated it after him. That it is, hiya is referring to the night itself. It is peace until the break of dawn. It, hiya. So he says the word hiya is the 27th word, which may also be a clue, Allahu a'lam, that it is the 27th night. But this, inshallah, our dars is not going to be about which night it is. I just want to share with you that first of all, there's a variety of opinions, and then there's some really creative explanation of why it may be that it is the 27th. In either case, the safe position to have, Allahu ta'ala a'lam, is that it falls in one of the odd nights, and we don't know which one. That's probably the safe position to have. And this is my personal, for my own self, I'm just sharing it with you. If you find it beneficial, take it. If not, then, consult a alim that knows better, inshallah ta'ala. My personal take on it is, nowadays there's so much disagreement in the ummah about when Ramadan begins. Right? Like your masjid is doing it one day, the other one's doing it Tuesday, the other one's doing it Thursday. The other one says, no, we're going to be really different. We'll start next week. This is crazy, right? There's so much variation. So the safe thing to do is to take at least the last 11 nights very seriously, right? To assume it might fall anywhere. You might have started on the wrong day. To take at least the last 11 nights, 10 nights, very, very seriously in the month of Ramadan. Instead of getting burnt out in Ramadan in the beginning, keep it moderate. Okay, you can't pray all, 20. Encourage, 8, 20, whatever your masjid is doing. Do as much as you can. But if you get tired early, then take a break. It's not fard. It's okay. Take a break. It's better you stay consistent than you come for 2 days and then you forget the rest of the 28 days. You're tired. Or you can't go. They recite too slowly. And the whole point of the salah is what? Remembering Allah. أَقِمِ الصَّلَاةَ لِذِكْرِي, Allah says. Establish salah so you can remember me. How are you remembering Allah if you can't even keep up with the words? You can't even keep up. You don't even know what's being recited. How are you remembering Allah? So we've lost the spirit of the prayer, and we're more concerned with the form of the prayer, and that's unfortunate. But that's, again, it's a side subject.